I sent every single team's best player into the AHL. I want to see what these NHL All-Stars would be able to do in the AHL. I think some of these guys could absolutely dominate. Matthews, MacKinnon, McDavid, these guys I'm expecting to put up 160 points. And you never know, maybe a guy like Alexander Ovechkin, he might be able to score a goal per game. So I'm going to go ahead and simulate halfway through the season, and then we'll see who's at the top of each division. At the halfway point, the Islanders are sitting first in the Atlantic Division with a 22-12-0 record. The Manitoba Moose are first in the Central with a 25-9-3 record. The Marlies are controlling the North Division with a 23-9-2 record, while the Colorado Eagles lead the Pacific Division with a 20-10-2 record. In the Pacific Division, it should be no surprise, Connor McDavid's leading the way, 20 goals and 30 helpers for 50 points in 33 games. He's dominating so far. In the Central, Kyle Connor's doing his thing as well, 28 goals, 25 helpers for 53 points, while Brad Marchand dominates the Atlantic with 49 points consisting of 28 goals and 21 helpers. And finally, in the North Division, we got Austin Matthews. He's picking up 31 goals and 24 assists for 55 points, and for all defensemen, Roman Jossi's going to lead the way. He's picked up 9 goals and 34 assists for 43 points so far. Now that we have an idea of how every team's doing and how some of the players are doing, I'll simulate to the end of the season and then we'll deep dive into every team. When the season came to an end, the Charlotte Checkers are finishing at the top of the league with a 43-20-9 record, while over in the Central, the Ice Hogs are at the top with a 42-27-3 record. Alright, I'm going to keep it a stack. I really do not pay attention to the AHL, but the Ice Hogs is an elite name. No cap, I might have to get myself an Ice Hogs jersey. How about this? If this video gets 3,000 likes, I'll get an Ice Hogs jersey. The reason I'm saying 3,000 is I actually don't want to buy an Ice Hogs jersey, and I know for a fact we won't hit 3,000. The Toronto Marlies are at the top of the North Division with a 49-19-4 record, while the Colorado Eagles are leading the Pacific with a 39-23-6 record. So that means at the top of the league, we got the Marlies leading the way. JT Miller's leading the way for the Canucks, 27 goals and 40 helpers for 67 points, while Connor McDavid dominates with the Condors, 48 goals and 50 helpers for 98 points. DeBrincat's having himself a solid season as well, 27 goals and 46 assists for 73 points. Barzal's having himself a solid season as well. He's picking up 82 points consisting of 18 goals and 64 assists, while Matthew Tkachuk's not doing as well as I thought he would, as he's only picking up 75 points. Sebastian Aho's having a great season, 29 goals and 59 assists for 88 points, while Johnny Hockey's only picking up 77 points consisting of 31 goals and 46 assists. Okay, not gonna lie, I was expecting these players to do way better. Like Johnny Hockey, you had 77 points in the AHL, but last season in the NHL you had 100. That doesn't really add up. But what I just said about Johnny Hockey can't really be said for Nathan MacKinnon. He's picking up 39 goals and 51 helpers for 90 points in 68 games. He was a pretty dominant force. Dylan Larkin looked amazing in the AHL, 37 goals and 55 helpers for 92 points, while Artemi Panarin, he's only picking up 81 points. A bit of a shocker there. Eichel's picking up 34 goals and 54 assists for 88 points, while Ovi, he's picking up 60 goals and 25 helpers for 85 points. Too bad he couldn't get a goal per game. It should be no surprise Kirill Kaprizov's dominating, 92 points consisting of 56 goals and 36 assists, while Nick Suzuki's a massive disappointment, only picking up 58 points. Yeah, I guess you didn't have a ton of talent around you, but you're in the AHL, my guy. At least average a point a game. Sean Couturier is a bit disappointing as well, only picking up 70 points, but similar to Nick Suzuki, he just had no talent around him. Kyle Connor was looking fantastic. He's picking up 49 goals and 41 helpers for 90 points. Also, I'm trying to pass the Winnipeg Jets and YouTube subscribers, so if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn notifications on. While Roman Josi, he's picking up 16 goals and 64 assists for 80 points. While Brad Marchand's just a bit better, as he's picking up 55 goals and 42 assists for 97 points. Rasmus Dahlin was dominating for a defenseman, 10 goals and 54 assists for 64 points, while Patrick Kane, he's picking up 58 goals and 48 assists for 106 points. So if I did get a jersey, it would be a Patrick Kane Ice Hog jersey. Please don't hit 3,000 likes, I don't want to buy a jersey. Trevor Zegras did his thing in the AHL. He's picking up 85 points consisting of 36 goals and 49 assists, while Timo Meyer's picking up 80 points consisting of 34 goals and 46 assists. Ryan O'Reilly was an absolute beast. He's picking up 29 goals and 68 assists for 97 points, and shout out to James Neal, as he's picking up 40 goals. Yeah, didn't think I'd be saying that in 2022. Jonathan Huberdeau was a bit underwhelming. He's only picking up 85 points. While Victor Hedman, it looks like he's leading all defensemen with 92 points. Joe Pavelski led the Texas Stars with 31 goals and 49 assists for 80 points, while Austin Matthews, although it's not a goal per game, I'll take it. 65 goals, 45 assists, 110 points, and he's leading all scorers. So we're down to the final 3 teams, but we're not too worried about Arizona. Chikrin's picking up 45 points. Dougie Hamilton was a beast. He's picking up 85 points. And finally, Sid the Kid, 31 goals, 47 assists, 78 points. Wow, you were a disappointment. Nothing else I can really say about that. You were very disappointing. So looking at the entire league, Austin Matthews, of course, is leading the way with 110 points. And Victor Hedman, he's leading all defensemen with 92. So taking a look at the playoff picture, I really don't know who to go with. I'm just going to go with Toronto because they finished first in the entire league. Not too familiar with all these teams' prospect pools. After the first round, Toronto was advancing, and so are my Ice Hogs. so I might have to ride with the Ice Hogs, not gonna lie. But first, we gotta check on those teams that fell. Matt Barzal, you did what you could with the Islanders. 4 assists for 4 points. It's not your fault. This team's just not that great, I think. I have no clue. Matthew Tkachuk, for being an NHL All-Star, I kind of expect you to lead the team in postseason scoring in the AHL, and your shooting percentage was also 0 on 17 shots. So could you hit the back of the net once in a while? Aho, you were solid in the postseason. It wasn't your fault. 4 goals, 3 assists, 7 points in 5 games. You did what you could. MacKinnon, I don't know what you were doing out there, my guy. 2 goals, 1 assist for 3 points. Be better. That's all I have to say. Kaprizov, 2 goals, 2 points. What are you doing, my guy? Okay, I don't know what it is, but why are all these NHL stars performing terribly? Like KOPITAR, 2 points? 2 points, my guy. Like, this doesn't make any sense. 1 point. 1 singular point. Yeah, no, next team. Dougie Hamilton, what can I say? Like, literally, what can I say? 3 points. So with another round of the books, we're down to Ice Hogs versus Condors and Marlies versus Bruins. Yeah, Toronto's following. They're not beating Boston. It might not technically be the Boston Bruins, but they're still the Bruins at heart. And the Marlies are technically the Leafs at heart, so. And before we sim to the Calder Cup final, let's check on those teams that just fell. Panarin's picking up 10 points, but they're falling in the second round, so that's a tough one. Darlene, I got no problems with how you performed. 4 goals, 9 assists, 13 points. Keep doing your thing. HUBERDEAU, I was expecting a bit more out of you, but I was also expecting a lot more from all the NHL players, so you kind of fit in with everyone else's disappointment. Pavelski, 5 goals, 4 assists, 9 points. You're fitting in with the rest of the disappointment. Now, who would have thought? A team from Toronto is beating the Bruins. The Marlies are off to the Calder Cup final, and they're going to be matched up against the Bakersfield Condors. We have Austin Matthews versus Connor McDavid. This is going to be an entertaining series. Marchand, you're one of the few NHL players to actually perform at an elite level. 9 goals, 10 assists, 19 points. I can't be mad with that. Patty Kane, you're an Ice Hogs legend. That's all I have to say. 19 points. Please don't hit 3,000 likes. And when the postseason came to an end, my Marlies are following. The Bakersfield Condors are going to be hoisting the cup. The Calder Cup, to be exact. So, of course, there should be no surprise. Leading the Condors, that's going to be Connor McDavid. 16 goals, 14 assists, 30 points. You were a dominant beast. While Austin Matthews, I can't complain with what you did. 16 goals, 10 assists, 26 points. You were elite out there. Too bad the rest of the All-Stars couldn't have been elite as well. So I don't know why, but it just seemed like there was a lot of disappointment, especially when the playoffs came around. Like Austin Matthews and Connor McDavid, they performed as I expected. I actually kind of thought they would get 140 points, but I'll take what they got. But in the postseason, my God, it just seemed like everyone fell apart.